So I just got back. I just got back from Overland Expo East, and a few people had asked me to make a video. So this is going to just be my current setup, which I've been running since July this year. So about 4 months. I put it together somewhere beginning of July. I know I built the whole back rack, but still traveling with family over and stuff like that. Having the cap on the back makes a lot of sense, especially traveling with our daughter. You're able to pack toys and stuff for keeping a 3-year-old busy. So with that being said, I went back to the cap design or setup, which is what I initially started with probably back in 2014 now, somewhere right around there. We started doing this. The first thing I ever bought was a cap for the truck. I just had the fiberglass cap, and I built a bed platform, which actually still have part of that right over here, still running part of it. And it's just been an evolution ever since about 2014, so going on a while now. So this is currently where we're at now. I bought a construction cap. I love the 2-door aspect, the aluminum. You can put holes in with nutserts, and then you can hang stuff from it. I got nutserts all over the place, both doors all the way up and through. You can see stuff hanging from the ceiling. So let's get into what's in here. So to start with, we have the fridge on the side. It's facing inward, so I can access it. I can access it like this. And I can access it from the side door, or I can access it from the back. That's why I put it in that direction. Also, if I'm opening up the side, I can make sure that the temperature's good along with the voltage of the battery. So let's switch this up and take you off the tripod. Okay. So to start with, I mentioned the bed platform. We'll start with that. So the bed platform was actually all the way across, and I still keep it. I built it out of unistrut, real simple, so no welding or anything required. Unistrut or super strut, whatever you want to call it, mount to the top. This is the thinner super strut, and then I've got one running all the way down and one over to the side. And then I have these just sitting in the little 1x6 spacing up here. And in the back corner, I have it locked down. It doesn't move on me. It's been wonderful. I think this mat helps it from not moving. Everything kind of stays steady.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Hi, Dougie. So it's really easy. What I've also done is I have the other piece that sits here. It goes around the fridge and the battery, and then I can put my this, which I'll get to in a minute. That's my pantry and stuff. I could put that inside the cab. Okay, so starting here, these are my leveling blocks. They kind of just get thrown around. Right now they're sitting here. I have 2 chairs strapped to the side. I can fit a third, put a different bungee on there, or I can put them in the back if they're short enough. So let's walk around to this side and we'll take a look. So here I've got bungees, like I said, with the nutserts in, and I just slide them down when they're in the way, and then I can kick them out of the way. There's some toilet paper, some paper towels. All right, so I've got an extra sleeping bag. I bought this recently. I haven't used it yet. It was just a backup in case my dog it got cold and I needed a sleeping bag to cover my dog with, who normally sleeps in the back of the truck because I'm not going to get her in the rooftop tent, right? I'm not going to lift an 80-pound dog up there and try to get her back and forth. So I've got a Coleman table. This thing packs up really well. Toilet, and there's the annex to the rooftop tent. So That's where I store that stuff. I also don't have my clothes in here. I've taken that out. Also, while I'm on this side, we'll close this real quick. While I'm on this side, you know, rooftop tent, I have this opening to the passenger side or the driver side. And then right next to it, I have a 23-0 shower. Still up in the air whether or not I like that or not. I got a Pelican case. Got the Pelican box, the solar panel up there on the roof rack. The Pelican box I've actually been using just to throw in dirty stuff. So I don't have that in the cap, otherwise it kind of stays empty. We Boost Mobile here on the back, mounted, can I get it to focus right there? There we go. Mounted to the back of my rack, and then the wires are run down. I'll kind of point that out on the other side. Let's get a little light back in there. I carry this around with me. This is 100% worth it. It stays pretty thin. It's the Gorilla step ladder. It allows me to open and pack up the rooftop tent with ease. It gives me about 3-ish feet walking across. It makes life so much easier. It packs up a little bit smaller than most step ladders, like actual step ladders, so it's been perfect. I can also throw that up there against the side, but I have found that right here in the middle works great. I also bring a tent with me, a tarp with me, and I can make a quick tarp awning if it decides to start raining. Otherwise, I do not have an awning on this truck. Okay, so over to this side, we've got the solar panel, rooftop tent, and then here's the fridge, and I can quickly access it, which is empty right now because I just emptied it from getting back from Overland Expo. And on this side, now here's, this is first aid, and down here is my battery off of solar. Let's see if we can get, so I can monitor that, make sure solar's always working. On top of this, I also have a water port. So here in the pantry, I am keeping all of my main utensils that get used. There's sporks and stuff underneath. I have seasonings, a knife, bottle brush. I got a headlamp up there. So this is just my go-to. I spend most of my time in here. I take this top one off usually. I don't keep it on here unless I'm driving. And in here I'll keep a variety of things. Like, I mean, right now I have my water pot, you know, urination device, some cozies. I got a roll of toilet paper up there. Okay, so down below I have a Scottle one. In there I keep, in the Scottle one I'm keeping cleaners, like stainless steel cleaners, the burner, and the propane, and extra propane. That one is just extra. Normally, once I get the Scottle set up and I get to a place where I'm staying, I'll take that out and I'll just leave it out, or sometimes it'll just end up in this top one. This is my toss-all everything. The one underneath it, now there's one below. The one underneath it is not down, let's see, down here. There's one more. And that one is kind of like where I keep all of my coffee cups and stuff like that, which I only get into like when I first arrive wherever I'm going, and then the stuff all just ends up going in here, and I don't access that one anymore. It's just extra height, so I leave it. But when everything's clean and I take off, that one is full for anything I need, but I really don't end up using it too much. So I might have to reevaluate my system here, and maybe move some things. So this system maybe actually is in flux. We'll see. And then we've got my hanging net. So we'll come around to the side. All right, so the hanging net is a catch-all for a lot of things. Like, I have extra towels for being dirty. I've got black towels that I use for window close in case I want to actually sleep here on this half platform. I do have a mattress, a memory foam mattress that I can bring with me if I want to, if I have any intention of doing that. Maybe getting a good night's sleep at a Walmart parking lot or something like that versus trying to sleep in the cab of the truck on the seats. Not as comfortable as just getting back here and throwing some stuff up there in the cab. So much more efficient. So I've got hats up here. I've got, let's see, I got a hat, dirty towels, black towels. What I'll do is I'll run from this one to this one. I'll run a bungee cord and then just hang the black towels over the windows. And there's my privacy. Here you can see I'm hanging my dog bowls from the last trip. And this is pretty much my setup. I mean, I don't have clothes. I don't have food in here because I just got home, and I took out the scuttle because I wanted to clean the scuttle and get it, what do you call it? And get it prepped for just storage for the winter. I'm not intending to take any winter trips. That if one pops up, then that's a different story. So my next goal right now, I'm planning in my head, and I've already got some of the aluminum and stuff to build a Vagabond drifter / go fast camper split. So that's kind of my next big project. I also want to build an awning, which Overland Under Budget has already done. So I'm going to kind of use his semi ideas into some of the other structures and stuff that other companies already have out there, and I'm going to find some in between and figure that out. That's about it. If you have any questions, if there's anything you want to know more about, definitely leave it in the comments below, and I can talk you through, or whatever it is that you might want to build for yourself, and hopefully you can go out and do it. I'm happy to put out little videos that are explanatory, even if I'm not showing you build one, and I can even build it again, and if it's something simple and easy. I don't know if there's anything else I didn't talk about, but one thing, if anybody has, I've seen a lot of posts online about not putting a rooftop tent on these aluminum shells, because the reason that they say don't do it is because the body, the aluminum here, will separate from the metal framing inside. So what you want to do is, because it's all held together with these little screws, here, these little 1/4-inch sheet metal screws is how the whole thing is held together as far as the exterior sheathing. So most of them I've gone through and pulled them all out, all the ones along the side, front, back, sides. I've pulled all those screws out and riveted everywhere. There's a couple places I haven't hit yet, but they weren't causing me a problem, so I was just like, whatever. I will get to them at some point, but keep that in mind in case if you have an aluminum cap or you want to get an aluminum cap. The first thing you should do is rip open those seals. Actually, like the seals that go across the side and right here, you can pry them out with a screwdriver and without taking the whole thing out. Just open it, move it out of the way, pull out the screws. I did every other one, rivet, then every other one, and rivet. And now it's much stiffer. You can tell that it definitely changed the dynamics. Anyway, so that's about it. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Thanks for watching the video.